So this is another one of those short ones, but I figured I'd give you something for the J fans because I know like J and H's don't get touched on too much, and I've already explained a million times before like why I don't really talk about them too much. But something popped up in my newsfeed on Instagram. It was Durf tuned. It's an EG hatchback with a J swap in it. It's a J32 pulled out of a TL, so it's a stock J32 with intake and headers, and the car runs tens. All right, so I figured that you guys would love that. I don't get too excited, J Series fans. I know you're gonna fucking blow like a head gas. You're like, oh my god, C fucking J is better than K. It's not. The K Series makes a fuck ton of power as a 4-cylinder. Like even the janky ass shitty versions of them do, and they have a million fucking mods for aftermarket support. The J is great out the box, but you just have to understand that if you're gonna try and build one of those things, it's not as builder friendly as the K Series is. All right, so but here, like I said, stock J32, and it's got intake and header, and that's it. So on the first tune, they ran on E85, and I think they made like 285 horsepower. I think it's making like 390 or 400 horsepower right now on sauce, and for it to be that much of a power uptick with just fuel alone, I would imagine that it's running on nitro meth. But it's a 10-second car. It's like it's a 10. It ran a 10-1. Like it's probably gonna break into the nines. So yeah, if you guys talk about if for all you backyard mechanics who don't build engines but want to do a swap, then the J series is justifiable, right? We're seeing a lot more highly powered NA cars that we didn't see before because nitro meth is becoming more of a thing. I think the secret is in the sauce, right? The secret is in the fuel. The fuel is making huge power gains for we saw like there was a B series that ran or that's making like 600 horsepower, nitro meth. That's still not common and it's still not easy to do, but nitro meth. Now, so just some food for thought. I guess it's a really short video. Fuck, shorter than I expected it to be. But yeah, I personally I want to do one of everything. So I would like to do a J swap later on down the line. But right now my schedule is like kind of booked. I'm still working on the S2000. The engine will hopefully be back in the car and it'll be running again by the end of next month. Hopefully. It depends on business, guys. I got mad birthdays coming up in December. My whole family's birthday is December except mine. I got 3 birthdays and Jesus' birthday in December. So the rest of the year is like booked for me. Like VHP Engine's income slowed down to a crawl. I did make a lot of money back, or did not make a lot of money. I made back some gains this month, but more than half the money I have in PayPal is going to be to pay CSS for them redoing my sleeves and whatnot for the F22. So the rest of my year is going to be consumed with the S2000, but next year I'm going to do a K, and I'm just bouncing my head because I have 3 K long blocks in my house that I could choose from that are different setups for each one. And it's like, do I want to go NA? Do I want to go boost? I want to use the K car for advertisement to show to help sell engines. And I guess like which ones can I show that's going to be more cost effective that I could potentially sell? So it's like the NA setup would definitely be more cost effective for people to buy because it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much money to get good power NA. I could potentially sell a $1,500 short block versus a higher horsepower turbo setup that would also take me more money and time to finish. Now, the S2000 cost me a fuck ton of money. I don't know. I guess fuck ton is relative. I think it was 11,500 or 11,000 for me to buy the car. I believe 11,000 or 11,500, one of the two, and then several more $1,000 buying the turbo kit, or piecing together a turbo kit, the ECU, all that shit. And I still got to buy a fuel pump and I still got to buy injectors. And I still got to tune the car. So again, hopefully the car will be running by the end of this year, and hopefully before February the car will be tuned, and then I can start making plans for a K car. Yeah. So I want to make a J build, but I just don't see me doing it in the immediate future. But it's one of those things that's play by ear. I guess that could always happen. If something happens where it pops up where I can get a J series, or I come across one at a good price, then I'll jump on it. But they don't sell too often. You don't see them too often, and when they come in part outs, they kind of be expensive when you can get them from a part out. And I guess the one thing I could throw in here and add, a little tidbit for the J series guys is that one of the things I criticized before was the J series that made it was kind of fucking difficult to deal with was the fact that there's only one manual transmission for that setup, and it's a 6-speed. But there is Inline Pro does make adapters for J to K, so that would really that really broadens your horizons on transmission options. And I don't think that the adapter plate is that expensive. So if you want to do a J swap and you're pain in the ass finding a transmission, or people are trying to wax you on it because they're not common, they're rare. So I think that, like, the last time I saw a J series 6-speed transmission, the guy wanted like $800 and it had issues. So you could get a fucking EP3 5-speed for like $500. So that's just something, food for thought. I know everybody likes to think about the 6-speed K series trans, but you don't have to have a 6-speed to do the swap. It's fine. All right, guys. So thanks for watching. If you want to support VHP engines and you can't buy any, if you can't or don't want to buy an engine block or whatnot, you can buy your parts from me, guys. I am a dealer, so you can buy your parts from me at retail costs, and it still benefits me. So I'm not going to do a markup on you to make any money off of you like that, guys. I'm just gonna you would get the price of what you would normally get it for. If it's a part that you're asking for that I don't normally sell and don't really have the price on top of my head, then I will ask and see what the price is, and I will check the market. If I can't beat or match the market, then I will let you know. All right, guys. And then VHP engines for VHPengines.com for any browsing you want to do. Just make sure you hit me up before buying anything there, because there's a markup from the website, plus availability and wait time and all that good stuff. So yep, thanks for watching, and peace.